Hello, Froggy here, and this is a follow-up to my previous Proving Grounds video. Made some new discoveries since then, so I'll be showing you some of them here. If you saw the previous video, check the description and you can see timestamps to the various parts. So first up, here we have a jumping-only path to get into the strike. I imagine some variants of this will work for pretty much all classes, although you may need some stasis nades here and there for some of these on maybe Warlock, because they're not too great at jumping under hanging things. So we can just jump from platform to platform here, and then around to the left. And luckily, as is often the case with Vex architecture, there are plenty of little things to climb all over. Now we basically get like a ramp leading up to the tank area. So while I've been coming out here, I've actually been running into a lot of other people outside of the map, which is always a pleasant surprise. I ran into Falcon here on the corner. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and climb up the side of the tread, which you can actually clamber up, which is quite handy. And then on the opposite side by the tank, there is a narrow beam you can stand on that helps you jump up to the rest. See that I'm jumping to right now. This jump is a bit tight. I had to switch over to high lift for. But yeah, other than a little bit of jump swapping, didn't really have to do anything special. And of course, switching back to catapult lift. So there's a handy hole to get inside and out of the map right here that I saw from Magictwin. I'll link that below. This is a handy way to get in and out in the first room. So if you do end up dying here when you hit the load, you can just come right back up. As you can see, just climbing right back on through the spinning motor, which is not as solid as one might expect for something driving a tank. And this is another fun little thing. So we found a way to hit the load zone pretty much 100% of the time. So if you come underneath here and use Code of the Missile going up here, you can hit the load pretty much safely. There'll be invisible floor below you if you don't move around, so you can use that to jump up. Might be able to do something similar with stasis crouch jumping, but I haven't really tried that yet. So that would make it doable on all characters. So jumping out this way to the Piston Room. GerbSnail did a lot of work finding various ways into a lot of the different internal areas of the strike that I wasn't able to get to in my original video. I'll give a link to that one in the description as well. Yeah, GerbSnail put in like several days into exploring all the nooks and crannies of this place. I'm pretty grateful that he shared that information with us all. Cabal really like their exposed spinning bits. You can go right back out the way you came, so it is a suitable entrance and exit. So on the opposite end of the tank, you'll find this big floating box, which is a good landmark for getting into the tread rooms. You can see the direction the treads are moving for a bit more information on where I am right now. And this room to the right is a lot more interesting. It's another one that GerbSnail found the way into. We just come to the edge here, and we can jump right up into here. Put yourself on that little platform there to get the full treadmill experience. And this is going backwards for part of the strike. If you want to see the strike in its regular layout in its entirety, GerbSnail's video covers that. Minus the couple tiny areas that we have not been able to break into yet. You can just climb up this, but after 5 minutes of trying, I figured a little missiling was in order. Yeah, this is the room that you can see that turret from that I had been wondering about. So it was nice to see that. And the door that we'll end up coming from. And naturally, this entrance can also be used as an exit. Hopefully that doesn't mean that it'll end up getting patched, but we'll see. They're just going to head on over to the other side here. This one is a bit less interesting. Less connected rooms because the doors are sealed. And you can see it's reasonably similar to the other room. I guess we'll probably go that side. I don't know, I haven't looked too closely from the outside to see how this particular room is hooked up. And in case you are wondering, there are kill zones on both sides of the treads. Well, enjoy exploring.